All right, guys. So another twist that was thrown on us here, and I'll give that to you. If you've got one hive and you're wanting to turn it into two, the question was asked, where do I want my foragers to? Where are they going to return to? Well, your foragers are always going to return to what they know is the mom hive. They're always going to come back to this landing board in this specific location. So my process for this is going to be the same thing. I'm going to pull this apart. I'm going to peel this box off, and I'm going to look here first off. And I do things a little bit backwards than maybe most people would, but I'm going to look in this bottom box first. I want to know how many frames that I need to identify how much brood I have here, because I may already have 3 or 4 frames of brood here, and I may already have 3 or 4 frames of brood. You can peek in a hive enough. If you pull a frame out, I can work this box well enough to see I've got resources, open comb. I got brood, I got brood, I got brood. I've got something starting to lay here. I can see some open larvae, and I've got some resources. Okay, so I'm going to throw this one back in, measure out my spacing. Now for me, I don't care where the queen is, what box she's in. I'm going to take this box, and you have to decide how strong you want to make either this box or your split. Because remember, all your field force bees are going to come back here. That's why if you look at a box at noon, it looks kind of empty. Then you come back at 7 o'clock at night or just before dark, it's like all the clampets and everybody just moved back in. You've got twice the number of bees, so you got to decide how weak or strong you want to make your split. For me, it's always going to be an equalizing thing, and then I'm going to come back and probably take some bees from this, because if I'm doing splits, I'm doing them when the field force bees are out of town, they're doing their job. I'm going to shake a few bees off of here. Okay, I'm going to dump them in this box. I'm going to dump them in the mom hive, the original hive, and at that point in time, I'm going to peel this box off. Okay, we're going to take it, we're going to set it over here if I'm not moving, and you're going to lose some bees just because you're not moving them the required, what people say would be 3 miles. This hive is naturally going to be weaker because I just shook more bees off of here. This box goes now back on my bottom board. Going to put this back on. If I want to use a queen excluder, if you're not like me, if you're not worried about where your queen is, I'm not even worried. I'm going to leave the queen excluder off. I'm going to button this one up, and I'm going to make sure that this box here is on a bottom board, and make sure they have a lid to them, and then I'm going on about my business. Now, something you can do to kind of help loss of bees here, because I can tell you it's going to happen. There's not going to be any way you can get around that. Take you a bunch of brush if you've got it, and I use oh shoot, what's it called? It's like foam you can buy from like Home Depot. It's breathable. And I normally run an inches reducer. I usually keep my inches down to about 2 inches year round. Me personally, I think the bees, this is a lot of area. I mean, this is 15 plus inches of bees trying to defend this year round. So you kind of see this is an older bottom board. You can kind of see where my inches usually stop at. So I got about 2, maybe 2 1/4 inches. I'm going to take and stuff the new one with breathable foam for about 24 hours. That way it makes these bees, when they come out, kind of have to reorient themselves. The other thing you can do is take these bees, and you can turn this box, and the bees will eventually find it. If you put these side by side like so, if you've taken this interest, what they're used to coming to, and you've turned it this way, now you have bees that are landing here. Well, where's the entrance? Eventually they'll find it around the front, or they may say, well, hey, this box smells familiar. Let's move over here. Okay, but remember I said we've made the stronger box this one. This has been our weaker box. So I would always leave this box running like normal. All the field bees are coming back. This is, to me, this is going to be the box that I'm going to put some breathable foam in the entrance. And if I can get away with it, this box is not going to sit side by side on the same stand. My backyard is not the biggest. If I were to have bees back here, I would put one over in this corner and I would have one in that corner. Try to give them a little bit of distance. And then throw, if you can put them behind a bush or you can put a limb in front of them, that'll help you too, to kind of help them reorient to where they are. Otherwise, you're going to have a whole bunch of bees coming back over here and your split may or may not make it.